Dr. George T. Baxter led the way in fisheries conservation in Wyoming for over 40 years. 3 decades of that as a professor at the University of Wyoming with the fishery biology program. Described as an old-school naturalist, he was highly versed in everything from ichthyology to herpetology to forestry and agriculture. George was born March 19, 1919 in Grover, Colorado. He was raised in Burns, Wyoming, where he lived through high school. He served as an Army officer during World War II. After he earned his Bachelor of Science and Master's degree from the University of Wyoming in 1946, he served as an instructor at UW while conducting his PhD research on the amphibians and reptiles of Wyoming. Upon completion of his PhD from the University of Michigan in 1952, George became an assistant professor and professor of zoology at the University of Wyoming until his retirement in 1984. George and his wife Phyllis were married for 62 years and had 3 children, Judy, Richard, and Linda. During his career, Dr. Baxter taught, supervised, and mentored hundreds of undergraduate and graduate students, as well as junior faculty that have played major roles in the natural resource conservation agencies in Wyoming for over 50 years. He led a systematic survey of Wyoming's fish fauna, completed in 1964. It serves as the major baseline of fish distributions in Wyoming. Dr. Baxter identified the Wyoming toad and led both monitoring and conservation efforts for this species, one of America's most endangered amphibians. His monograph, co-written with retired Wyoming Game and Fish Fisheries Director Mike Stone on Wyoming fishes and amphibians and reptiles of Wyoming, are considered landmark works and the standard references in the field. He was acknowledged by the Colorado-Wyoming chapter of the American Fisheries Society as the father of fisheries in Wyoming. Dr. Baxter's other honors include the UW College of Arts and Sciences Exemplary Alumni and Outstanding Former Faculty Member Awards. He was also honored by the UW Alumni Association with their Medallion Service Award. Former UW professor Robert Jenkins once wrote, "The current health of the Wyoming fishery is due in major part to the dozens of research projects that George Baxter and his graduate students completed for the Wyoming Game and Fish Department." Dr. Baxter passed away in 2006. The Wyoming Outdoor Hall of Fame is pleased to welcome Dr. George T. Baxter.